Here on Campus Unmasked, we're no stranger to people getting outraged over supposedly offensive school mascots. A petition for Louisiana State University to drop its mascot of a live tiger, which is pretty much treated like a king, gained more than 100,000 signatures, and California State University Long Beach scrapped its Prospector Pete mascot because I guess the gold rush happened around the same time as mistreatment of Native Americans. Sometimes pressure works and the school folds, sometimes it doesn't. But now, schools in Maine won't even have the option to consider a certain mascot. The state has outright banned Native American school mascots. Let's take a look. Maine Democrat Governor Janet Mills recently signed a law that will prevent any public schools in the state from having Native American mascots. Janet said a mascot is a symbol of pride, but it is not the source of pride. Our people, communities, and understanding and respect for one another are Maine's source of pride, and it is time our symbols reflect that. Hold on a second, so you want understanding and respect to be school mascots? Those would be just a bit tougher than a powerful chief to visually represent, don't you think? The governor also said we have heard clearly and unequivocally from Maine tribes that the mascots are a source of pain and anguish. When I'm editing pieces my correspondents write over at Campus Reform, I always say that every factual claim needs to be sourced, so I'd really like to see a link there. I haven't seen polls of Maine Native Americans in particular, but I remember this one Washington Post survey showing that 90% of Native Americans weren't offended by the Washington Redskins. Oh well, Shimshock, you must be cherry-picking data. Think again, libs. 81% of Native Americans didn't think high schools and colleges should stop using Indian nicknames in a 2002 Sports Illustrated poll. 60% of Americans favored the Redskins keeping its name in a 2014 Rasmussen poll, and Langer research came up with a 71% in favor of the Redskins name during another 2014 poll for ESPN. I did see some indication that younger people were more in favor of these kinds of name and mascot changes, but let's be honest, opinions from people my age aren't often proof of any kind of novel thought so much as they are of indoctrination. And when indoctrination doesn't work, some professors resort to more aggressive techniques. Remember San Diego State lecturer Oscar Monge? The California DOJ found the Native American lecturer guilty of racial discrimination, harassment, and retaliation after he called a white student who wore braided hair and a shirt with the school mascot racist and guilty of cultural appropriation, threatening to lower her grade after she disagreed with him in a mascot debate. Something tells me this new Maine law is going to lead to a lot more of that. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.